Esam's been known as a solid player, be it in Brawl, Smash 4, even Melee, and he's continued this into Ultimate. Of course, no one's put him at the top of any lists. He was seated around, I believe, 17th at Genesis, but he's always been one of those consistent faces that you see in these top rankings. And that's why it was both a surprise, but also no surprise, when he was able to take a set over Tweek at Genesis 6. When a player like Esam takes out someone who's generally considered stronger than he is, you can tell that he's doing something right. And so today, I want to break down a few little things that Esam does in his gameplay when fighting against Tweek to see just what we can learn. Esam starts this game off strong, realizing exactly what Tweek is going for, because Smash is often a game about just understanding what your opponent wants and cutting that off. You don't need to try and cut off the most options, no, you only need to guess the one thing that they're going to do, which is what Esam does here, where he hits him with that back air, and he realizes that Tweek's going to want to recover high. And not only does he cover the bike, but he covers the jump from the bike with that thunder, dealing some nice percentage onto Tweek, and calling him out on that recovery. Esam keeps his pressure up here, using his thunder as a great tool in order to call out these jumps. You see, whenever Tweek's in the air above him, he can always pretty much jump away unless Esam goes for these thunders. And yes, it is a hard read, because it sort of leaves him vulnerable if Tweek just decided to land near him. It's still hard for Tweek to really do anything, because he doesn't think that Esam's going to go for them. And so that's why it's very smart that Esam pulls these out, especially early in this game, in order to gain some momentum, where he just reads where Tweek is going and hits him with that drag down thunder into the kill. Now right here, we have Tweek sitting in shield, and Esam wants to continue this pressure, but he continues it in the smartest way possible, as to not give Tweek any opening. You see, when pressuring shields, it's extremely hard because you both want to avoid being parried, being anti-aired out of shield, or being shield grabbed. And so, Esam accounts for all of these options in his shield pressure, which is why it's something that I want to point out. First things first, he jumps up and goes for that neutral air onto shield. It's a multi-hit, so it can be harder to parry, unless you're reading when the last hit is. And he's also being sure to stay behind Tweek so that he can't get shield grabbed, and also do enough shield stun and be fast enough that Tweek can't simply go for an anti-air. He also is sure to then fast fall the aerial back down to the ground, but not too early, so that those last few hits won't actually connect on shield, not letting Tweek get a parry. And now right here, once he lands on the ground, he's able to shield, and Tweek tries to jump out, possibly thinking about going for a back air, but now realizing that he can't really do anything, because Esam's just simply applied a little bit of pressure without letting Tweek get any punishes. Now, Esam's ability to apply pressure when in these high pressure situations in tense sets against his opponent is really what I think brought him through this set, and what made him really get this upset. And here's another good example of that, in which Esam wants to go for this approach. He's throwing out these aerials, and right here, he goes for this Thunder Jolt, as Tweek goes for that double jump. Now Tweek is up high, and Tweek can't really do much, because usually what Esam might do here is he could just wait, he could back off, and if Tweek tries to go for some type of aerial, well, Esam's already just about under him, ready to shield anything. If Tweek tries to land and then be able to mix up with more things, such as a grab, well, that's impossible, simply because this Thunder Jolt that's been thrown out right below him. And so, this gives Esam a really safe and a really good opening right here, to simply go for this up air, and continue to get these hits. This is just a good example of Esam's ability to apply pressure, and very smartly cut off every single option that his opponent has. So right here, to finish off this video, I just want to illustrate a good sequence of events, and show how Esam is able to apply this pressure extremely smartly onto Tweek. You can see he gets this forward air, and then he runs forward, and Tweek throws out that little kick, that forward air, and Esam realizes that, again, this will allow him to extend his combo. His patience is rewarded as he jumps up with that reverse up air, And then he goes for this Thunder read with this down B. He's trying to read this air dodge that Tweek does, and he forces it out of Tweek. But Tweek very smartly just fades back to not let Esam get any type of hit with this Thunder. But what this does is it forces Tweek to fade back and eventually go to ledge. Of course, Tweek doesn't want to simply give him that option, give him that free stage control, and so he tries to go for that up B onto the stage. But Esam's always ready for this. He's always ready to keep applying pressure, and that just shows why he's so good, why he was pretty much built to make this upset, because he's not going to crack in these high-pressure scenarios. So, he sees that up B from Tweek, and he gets a forward air out of it, dragged down into continuing this pressure. And, of course, the pressure's on, Tweek's in shield, and he just continues to wait, forces Tweek to roll out, goes for that nair, and he's just waiting. He's just continuing to stare menacingly at Tweek. And Tweek isn't exactly sure what to do. He goes for that shield grab, and a very smartly spaced down tilt here, able to avoid the shield grab and send his opponent outward. And now he goes here trying to either read a neutral tech or a miss tech for a jab lock. Of course, Tweek smartly tech rolls away, but Esam again, he's going to just continue to cover that. He's ready for every single option. He gets this grab, a down throw, and he's just going to continue this pressure. Tweek possibly trying to DI in to avoid forward throw, sending him too far. And he just follows him up, he gets that up air, and now Esam is continuing to chase Tweek. He sees him on that platform, he goes for that up air, it's not actually going to hit on his shield. And now he's just going to want to continue to apply this pressure, possibly, mix up where he's going to land, maybe even land behind Tweek. And so he goes for that neutral air, possibly even a cross up. I can't exactly tell from this angle. And because he gets that neutral air, he's able to drag him down into this up smash. He just continued to apply that pressure, getting percentage until finally this opening showed itself, and he gets the smart kill to end the game. So there you have it, highlighting how Esam amazingly applied pressure in order to upset Tweek at Genesis 6. Subscribe for more of this analytical Smash content, and with that all out of the way, I'll see you next time. Peace.